going on? Jeff Hardy, the Charismatic Enigma here, and you are watching the Common Sense Ain't Common podcast.
Bitch, I'm that damn good. Smoking on some good, some rosy on the wood. Standing on the shit so you can get it understood. It's pedigree in me because I'm that damn good. Bitch, I'm that damn good. Bitch, I'm that damn good. Smoking on some good, something rosy on the wood. And bitch, I got the belt so you just get it understood. It's pedigree in me because I'm that damn good. Bitch, I'm that damn good. Big old body, I'm turning. Big old wood, I'm burning. Big old booty, I'm yearning. Big old bucks, I'm earning. I put her in a designer.
Plus, you know,
Regal behind her.
I'm about to give her that weight. Yeah, she ain't that living like China. I'm not a chance to referee. I put a ring on a Stephanie. Me and the team is building a legacy, winning the gold separately. It's time to play the game.
I had to change the name. Rolly the band is playing. You couldn't find a stain. Bitch, I'm that damn good. Smoking on some good, some rosy
On the wood. Yeah, Yo. What's good, everybody? It is your host of the Common Sense Ain't Common podcast, the illustrious Dame Don. And of course, we are here for episode 24, Royal Rumble predictions. We are finally here. We are finally at the Royal Rumble. I'm trying not to be too loud because it is actually like 3 o'clock in the morning. But I had to get this done. Obviously, it is Friday. I am obviously in St. Louis. But these are my Royal Rumble predictions right here, live in studio. And of course, make sure you guys are here for the vlog. And it should be dropping shortly because the Royal Rumble is tomorrow. I'm really excited about all the surprise entrants. I can't wait to see who we're going to see. And also, I'm not too sure about Monday's episode because I'm almost positive I won't have a voice after Saturday. Like, I'm almost positive. But let's just jump right in. We do have a before we get started this week, and it is specifically all tailored to wrestling. Of course, this is our wrestling episode. Before we get started, I just want to let everybody know to follow me on my social media platforms. CSAC.Don is the podcast Instagram, and Don Life with 2 N's and 2 E's is my personal Instagram. And of course, the Twitter is just at Dame Don. So first, let's just hop right in. I know last week when I did the wrestling episode, it was just kind of all over the place because I kind of hadn't covered wrestling in a while. So I'm still actually catching up. So I'm going to talk about really quick Samoa Joe being released for the second time. It's really interesting to see what they're going to do with Joe. They had Joe drop the title due to injury, and now I guess we can pretty much confirm that the injury was not really an injury, and they just pretty much wanted Joe out of the picture. Like, it just kind of seems like that's what the case was. William Regal was also released, and I feel like out of all of the releases, William Regal was probably like the one that I was like, really? Like, you couldn't find something for fucking Steven Regal to do after he's had like heart surgeries and all this other shit and war games and this and that. Like, how can you not find something for William Regal to do? He's like the head coach, the head recruiter. How can you not find something for William Regal to do? If you go back and look on my posts for years and years, I've been saying this for years on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. William Regal is probably one of the most underrated wrestlers ever. I feel like when you think of a wrestler that never won the world championship, that should have won the world championship, William Regal is 100% in that conversation. There has been talks that he has supposedly signed a contract with TNA according to Tommy Dreamer, but of course I'm not really too sure how true that is. We all know how I feel about dirt sheets. You kind of have to take them with a grain of salt. I don't really believe dirt sheets. It's very much a toss-up for me. Like, I don't really believe dirt sheets at all, but it is possible that William Regal is headed to TNA Impact Wrestling, and they could use him. So hopefully he is headed to Impact, because I do feel like they could benefit from his knowledge and just his wrestling mind. I'm really enjoying this Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins tag team. I'm not really sure what the hell they're doing with it, but it looks like they're heels on Raw, and then on SmackDown they're baby faces. I'm just really kind of interested to see where they go with this. What's the payoff? Are KO and Seth going to be like tag team champions? Like, what's the payoff for this? Are they going to fight each other for the championship? Like, I'm really interested to see what the payoff is for them, but I really do enjoy them as a team for right now. I want to just ask, is nobody noticing Trish Stratus's posts? Like, Trish Stratus is doing midnight training sessions. Trish Stratus just dyed her hair black like Trish Stratus 2006 blonde. And of course, she just came out the other day, I think today actually, and said she's not going to be in the Royal Rumble. But that's not the case, I don't think. I definitely think that we might see Trish in the Royal Rumble. And I am probably going to die. Trish Stratus, this is a sign pop to Dame from Trish Stratus. Merry Christmas. That is a signed Trish Stratus pop. If I hear that laugh, I'm going to die. You have to understand, Trish Stratus is one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. Like, I'm talking in my top 5. So I've already seen Edge live. He's like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, obviously. Trish Stratus, that would be somebody else. And then next I would just have to see Bryan Danielson. And I pretty much like, my wrestling journey would be complete at this point. Like, it would be complete at this point. I'm really hoping we see Trish Stratus in the Royal Rumble. And I think we just might. It's been said that the higher-ups are not happy with NXT 2.0, and I feel like they're not happy with it because they shouldn't have changed it in the first place. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I do feel like the best thing that is going in TNA right now is Braun Breaker, Mello Don't Miss. I can never think of his fucking name, but Mello Don't Miss, the North American champion, and of course God's greatest creation, Mandy. That is the only good thing going in NXT right now. I really only watch those segments, and if they're not on, I'm really not watching. But it has been said that the higher-ups are not happy with the current product, and I do kind of feel like it's maybe too much too fast. Like, they just kind of changed everything really quickly, and that I feel like they just kind of sprung the change on us. They didn't really give us like an adaptation period. It wasn't really a time to, like, I feel like they could have like slowly put this on us, but they just kind of threw everything on us at one time, and the fans are kind of rejecting it because they're like, why did you get rid of the black and gold NXT from the beginning? So I feel like that's the problem. People are rejecting it just because it's something new. And of course, I also feel like people are rejecting it just because they feel like Vince is involved. And, you know, it's cool to hate Vince right now. So they want to hate NXT 2.0 because they think Vince is involved. It's obvious that they see something really big in Austin Theory. I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but they obviously see something in Austin Theory, 24 years old. And he's definitely going to be a star, bona fide star. I wish they kind of get rid of this whole selfie thing. I'm not really sure what it is with this selfie thing, but they clearly see something in Austin, and I hope it pays off for him. I honestly do. I hope it pays off for him. There has been a lot of great things happening on TNA Impact recently, and I feel like a lot of people just aren't aware. People just don't know. Mickie James is over there killing it. The Iconics are over there killing it. Zack Ryder's over there killing it. I'm just not sure what it is with TNA. Maybe they need a new channel or something, but there's a lot of good stuff going on in TNA Impact, and it just seems like a lot of people just simply aren't talking about it. And I think it's just because they don't see it, they haven't seen it, they don't know. And I think they should maybe try to get back on Spike or something of that nature, because they need something, because there's a lot of great stuff happening in Impact right now, and nobody's really talking about it because I think they don't really know. Bully Ray has been catching a lot of heat because he has came out and said Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose should apologize for missing time, for going to rehab, for his personal issues. Bully Ray was saying he should have apologized to the fans, and of course he's had a wicked reaction online. Even at a show, Jon Moxley just faced Homicide in a match at a Hammerstein Ballroom show, and the Hammerstein Ballroom crowd began to chant "Fuck Bully Ray." So this has definitely got a reaction. Renee Young has said, "Oh yeah, Bully Ray hasn't called me to apologize," and yeah, he's not going to. He's not going to. Paige tweeted and she's like, "Yeah, it's no wonder why people like Devon better," or "You wonder why people prefer Devon," or whatever the hell she said. Like, I just feel like maybe it's blown too out of proportion, but I do feel like Bully was completely wrong in saying John owes us an apology. He doesn't owe us an apology for going to get himself together, but I do just kind of feel like that's Bubba being stuck in his old school wrestling mentality. WWE 2K22 has been announced and the game does look great. I have not pre-ordered anything just yet because I need to see some gameplay. And I'm not sure why I say that every time. Oh, I need to see gameplay. Oh, I need to see gameplay. As if that's going to make a difference because I'm going to get the game anyway. But I just want to see that they have done something different. I can definitely see that the graphics are better. I can definitely tell that it looks like it plays a little better. But I need something to make me pre-order. I need something more than trailers. I need something more than, oh, the graphics looks great. Because 2K has let me down every single year that they've had this game. Since they've gotten the game, they have let me down. So, of course, I am going to get it. I am going to get the NWO edition just so I can get everything at one time and not have to buy the DLC separately in 2 months afterwards. I'm going to buy everything all together, so I'm going to get the NWO pack. But I really want to see some gameplay. I want to see some people play the game for hours and hours and hours and then tell me what they think about the game. Because 2K has let me down year after year after year. And I'm sure they've let all of you down as well because they've just been a terrible franchise as of late. Let's go ahead and jump right into the Royal Rumble predictions. First up, I have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. For me, I have Brock Lesnar interfering some way, somehow, and Seth Rollins winning the title. I feel like Brock is definitely going to be involved in this somehow, and that's going to have Seth Rollins win the title. There's a lot of people saying, oh, there's no way that Roman's losing. There's no way Roman's losing. I feel like Roman may not lose, but if he does lose, Brock Lesnar will have something to do with it. Becky Lynch versus Doudrop. Piper Nevin. Can we please go back to calling her Piper, please? Please, 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 God, please. Doudrop versus Becky Lynch. I got Becky Lynch going for this. Obviously, Becky's probably not going to lose the title until WrestleMania, whether that be to Bianca Belair or there's talk of Ronda Rousey coming back. Ronda Rousey does not belong. Like, why are you here? Please go away. But there's talk of Ronda Rousey coming back. But yeah, I have Becky Lynch winning. For the Women's Royal Rumble, before I get into my picks, these are just who I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping that we get Trish Stratus in the Royal Rumble. I'm hoping we get Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Mandy Rose. And I know she was in it last year, but I would love to have Victoria be in the Royal Rumble with an actual crowd. Like, I would love to have Victoria be in the Royal Rumble with an actual crowd. I don't have just one pick to give you for a winner, and that's for the men and the women. I'll give you like my top 3 picks to win. I can't just simply give you one. Like, I can't. So my top 3 picks to win the Royal Rumble. I got Bianca Belair winning again. I got Rhea Ripley. She's been like in the final 2 or 3 for the last 2 or 3 years in a row. I definitely feel like you can give that spot to Rhea Ripley. Or Lita. I feel like Lita versus Charlotte would be a tremendous match at WrestleMania. Men come back, excuse me, men come back and they win these Royal Rumbles all the time. The women never even had the opportunity to have Royal Rumble. So I feel like if an older woman comes back and win the Royal Rumble, it wouldn't be as frowned upon on as if Goldberg came back and won a Royal Rumble or something like that. I feel like it wouldn't be as frowned upon because they didn't have that opportunity back when they were wrestling. Like, they didn't have that opportunity. So if Lita would win and we get Lita versus Charlotte and have Lita in a huge match at WrestleMania, I feel like that would be great because clearly she has some type of motivation to come back because she was in talks with AEW for a run. So I'm hoping that this isn't just a one-off match and that we do get some type of small Lita run. That I think that would be amazing. Next, we got Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. And I'm really excited for this match. Bobby Lashley literally came back to the WWE simply to face Brock Lesnar. This match is literally years in the making. Years in the making. And if you didn't see my last podcast, my last wrestling episode, I suggest you go watch that and then you'll understand my answer for this one. Because I also have Bobby Lashley beating Brock Lesnar. Via the Usos. I feel like the Usos are going to be. So here's what I think is going to happen. I got Bobby and Brock going on first, not like the first match, but before Seth and Roman. I got Bobby and Brock going on before Seth and Roman. The Usos come in and they cost Brock Lesnar the title. The Usos come in, they maybe super kick Brock or do whatever they got to do with Brock. Bobby gets the win, okay? Then Brock Lesnar is so pissed off, he goes out and he causes the match with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like at this point, Brock and Roman at WrestleMania, they do not need a title to main event WrestleMania. They can definitely main event WrestleMania and not have a title on the line. I feel like you can give the title to both Seth and Bobby, and that would do more for them both separately, respectively, than having it on Brock or Roman because neither one of them need it at this point. So I got Bobby going over on Brock via the Usos. For the men's Royal Rumble, I am hoping for, now this is a long shot. My first two are a long shot. But I am hoping for The Fiend. I don't know why. But I am hoping for The Fiend. I also see an Undertaker is going to be there, so I wouldn't mind an Undertaker spot in the Rumble. I honestly wouldn't. Mind an Undertaker spot in the Rumble. And Braun Strowman. I feel like they're definitely struggling to fill these Royal Rumbles simply because they've released so many people. If you haven't heard, it was mentioned that they had reached out to Billy Kay and Peyton Royce to be in the Royal Rumble, and they basically declined and said that they didn't feel like it was the right time, and I do feel like that was the right move for them, just because they are Impact World Champions right now. They are heels, and I feel like it would be just a little bit confusing, but I definitely feel like we will see the Iconics back in WWE within maybe the next 2 to 3 years. My winner for the Royal Rumble, I got AJ Styles winning. My dark horse pick for the Royal Rumble is Austin Theory. But those are just my two picks. I got AJ Styles and Austin Theory's winning. Next up, I got Maryse and The Miz versus Beth Phoenix and Edge. I obviously have Edge and Beth Phoenix winning, but I feel like in this match, I feel like Beth Phoenix and Maryse need to give me a good 5 to 7 minutes of just them wrestling because I feel like so much has changed since those two were in the ring full time. Back in the day, they couldn't do a lot of the stuff that they could do now. So if I could just get 5 to 7 minutes of just Maryse versus Beth Phoenix, I think that would be tremendous. I need Maryse to hit that French TKO heel kick. I need Beth Phoenix to get me with that the what you call it, glam slam. I just need some good, solid wrestling from those two, because I know they can do it. They're both moms now. I'm sure their kids want to see them wrestle. I don't want Maryse to come in and be like the chicken shit heel. I want Maryse to come in and be like, bitch, you underestimated me. Let me show you why I was a Divas champion. Because let's not forget, Maryse was the longest reigning Divas champion before AJ Lee came in and broke her streak. The streak that AJ Lee broke was Maryse's streak. So Maryse can go in the ring. Maryse can wrestle. Like, I think she just needs to remind everybody, show everybody that, you know, she's just not this pretty face and she can go in the ring. But I am definitely very excited to be at the Royal Rumble, because technically I am here right now. I'm very excited to be here. Well, there. I'm really excited to see the Edge versus Beth Phoenix. I'm excited to see Maryse wrestle. I'm excited for Charlotte Flair, of course. I'm excited for them to play Hardcore Country, Mickey James's TNA theme song. I'm gonna be happy to see Lita live. Brock versus Bobby, Seth versus Roman. I think these matches are gonna be crazy. The whole match card is pretty much fire at this point. Like, the whole fucking match card is fire. Those were my Royal Rumble predictions. And of course, this was what's today? I don't know what today is, but I know that I recorded this right after NXT. So it's not, I didn't watch AEW. Well, AEW hasn't came on yet. SmackDown hasn't came on yet. So that's why I haven't covered those shows. But I'm really excited for the Royal Rumble. Please make sure you all stay tuned for the vlog. Make sure you all hit that like button down there. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Definitely appreciate all y'all for watching. And I will see y'all for vlog number 3. Deuces.
That nigga cold, dog. I got a cold shoulder for a fuck nigga if he prove he a mom. I'm pulling up, I got the hammer. I threw an X on the banner. She ain't there throwing that ass at me, but I would not fuck if she Bama. She call me Billy like badass, I call her Billy like Jean. I never slack on the fast cash, even the jacket is jean.